Hey guys, and welcome back to Tales of Zestiria with Elixir Take Games. On the last episode we reached Lastonbell and had a look around the city here, after exploring the Vulgar Forest, of course. We also managed to convince a knight that we were married to Rose, because that's the only way that he would actually believe us and let us into the city, apparently. But in any case, we're going to head and get started with today's episode. Okay, we're just going to go straight into the story today, because we've already done a lot of exploration around the town. I think it's about time to continue with the story.
It just exploded on its own.
Yep, there's black stuff, thanks Edna. Again, she's becoming the new Saray. I swear to God.
Got a request. Church of Rolance.
Roger.
This must be the sanctuary. Not a very old building, but still, remarkable architecture.
Hello? Is there anybody home? If they are, they better have a voice and a body.
No one's here.
Ghosts?
I mean, no guardian seraph.
No surprise, given that priest we saw earlier.
They're all like that. Everywhere you go these days.
Well, what should we do? Look for a seraph who can bless it?
Huh. I wouldn't know where to start.
You know, it isn't necessary to get completely hung up on restoring the blessing.
You sure?
It should be fine. There isn't all that much malevolence around here. And besides, it's not like you can go and save the world all by yourself.
Absolutely. The most important thing right now is that you broaden your perceptions and hone your powers.
So that we can stand up to the Lord of Calamity, right?
You'll have a hell of a time with that if you can't even tell when you're being followed. Who are you talking to? The stained glass? Didn't you have urgent business at the restaurant on the main street? What was the name again?
Yes, right! Boris's Canteen!
There's no restaurant by that name. He's alone. Let's take him down and get out of here. Can he see us?
Nope. He's just that good. Have fun with your human friend, Saray. Huh? Seriously?
This is a human problem after all.
Come. I shall apologize for deceiving you. And then... you're going to tell me who you really are!
Well, it looks like the only way you can get information out of someone is to fight them. Okay, let's see what the information about him is. Even I can tell how hard he must have trained to attain such skill with a sword. Treat it like a classical sword fight. Keep your guard up and then strike back when there's an opening. Okay, I'll do my best, sorry.
That did it!
Tornado drive! I overestimated you.
Here.
I overestimated me too, Sergey.
Focus, guys!
Okay.
I overestimated you.
Here.
I hate life. I hate life so much. And I'm sincerely tempted to turn the difficulty even further down. Because I already turned it down to moderate. Ugh. You know what? I don't care. We're going for normal. I'll put it back up to hard mode after this fight, but it's just, I've done it that many times now. I don't care anymore.
Focus, guys! Earth Dragon Fang! Sonic Thrust! Tiger Blade! Earth Dragon Fang! Shatter Fang! Blade Bang! Earth Dragon Bang! Whoa! Blade Bang! Earth Dragon Bang! Shatter Bang! Whoa! Blade Bang! Earth Dragon Bang! Sonic Thrust!
Sonic Thrust!
Shatter Bang! This isn't over!
Sonic Thrust!
Whoa! Yeah! What was that?
An art handed down with pride in my country.
How's this?
Lion Toe!
Tiger Blade! Shatter Bang! How's this? Whoa! Yeah! Tiger Blade! Earth Dragon Bang! I got you! Let's keep it up! I got you!
I love that after a certain amount of time in the battle, it just goes beep friggin' yawn!
Sonic Thrust!
As if reminding you of the lovely meal that you had last night.
Sonic Thrust! Lion Toe! Sonic Thrust! Tornado Drive! Lion Toe!
Blade Bang! Let's keep it up!
I don't care about your stuff. I'm just gonna kill you. Please, please die. Oh, for frick's sake.
Sword Ray!
Earth Dragon Bang! Sonic Thrust!
Lion Toe! Dragon Sword!
Oh no.
Yeah!
Tornado
Tiger
Drive!
Blade! Yeah!
Knew that was coming. Okay. I get careless.
Lion Toe!
I've been getting very careless. So hi, how's your day? I hope it's better than mine.
Tornado Drive!
Stay healthy, stay positive.
Lion Toe!
Everything will get better in
Tornado
time.
Drive!
Even if it means you have to battle with
Sword Ray!
Yeah!
demons who... Interrupting my motivational speech.
You held back. You'll regret it later.
I'll be fine. I appreciate you looking out for me.
Even your comeback is weak.
Are you speaking with Seraphim? So during the inspection, you really were.
I must apologize for lying to you, Sergei.
It is I who owe you an apology, gentle shepherd.
Huh?
Only in the clashing of blades may one gauge a man's strength. Might I ask your name?
Saray.
Shepherd Saray, I beseech you to lend me your power. For the sake of Rolance.
But we've heard that the Rolance Empire is on edge because of the Shepherd.
It's true. The Knights treat him as a dangerous wild card with a level of power comparable to Cardinal Fortin. And the Church views the Shepherd as a threat to the Cardinal, and therefore a heretic.
The Cardinal is the number 2 figure in the Church, first in line to succeed the Pope.
On paper, she's an aide to the young Emperor, but in reality, she holds the reins.
Verily, and she is said to be capable of causing the same miracles that the Shepherd can.
The same as the Shepherd?
What is the meaning of this? Since when have the knights been so brazen as to let themselves into the sanctuary unannounced? Don't tell me you have come here intending to stain the ears of our faithful with foul lies about Cardinal Fortin.
Father, I would never...
Spare me your noxious dissembling. Get out of here at once.
Come to the park. We'll finish our discussion there.
I am glad that fight is over. Now watch me put the difficulty back up to hard. Ugh, this is probably a terrible idea, but whatever. I've not been spending the time actually going and level grinding between recording sessions, which is probably not helping. We're probably vastly underleveled. In any case, Rose, what do you got to say? You think Rolance has its own shepherd? It's possible, but listen, a word of advice. You'll likely meet more than a few frauds who pretend to be shepherds. Don't let them fool you. Yeah, I don't like to think it, but she's probably right. I mean, Rose is smart. She has a good head on her shoulders, as I've said. So I don't doubt for a second that she has the common sense to know that that kind of thing is very possible. Anyway, let's go and see what Sergei has.
Would you like
for
some?
the donut, Lila. Right, let's go and see what Sergei has to say.
Sorry about earlier. I didn't want you to have to see that. Things weren't quite as bad between the Knights and the Church when the Pope was still around.
The Pope?
Pope Macedra was a kind-hearted philanthropist, whom the former Emperor greatly trusted. Even the Knights would have gladly carried out any order he might give.
Wait, what do you mean was?
He went missing about a year ago. As if prepared for the confusion, Cardinal Fortin took the stage, and soon she had seized all political power.
So, you think the Cardinal had something to do with the Pope's disappearance?
Is there proof?
None. I had the combined powers of the entire Knight Squad on the case, but no clues turned up. But any knight who snooped around the Cardinal went missing. 18 of them in all.
Subtle.
I don't want to admit it, but in order to stand against the Cardinal, we need power that exceeds natural capabilities. Shepherd Saray, I know it is wrong of me to ask, but can you help seek out the true nature of the Cardinal?
The Cardinal resides at the church in Pendrago, right? I thought commoners weren't allowed inside.
It's true. I'll try to pull some strings on my end to get you permission to enter.
All right. We'll meet with the Cardinal.
Oh, frabjous day! I shall make the preparations immediately. Milady, please forgive me for dragging your husband into all of this.
Huh?
Let us reconvene at Pendrago. Once you've arrived, come to the Knight's Tower.
He seriously thinks you two are married?
What a weirdo.
But he's so pure.
A pure idiot.
Oh, he's pretty good at heart, isn't he? Oh. Well, he tries to be anyway. Except for when he's fighting you, making you go through hell several times. Oh, okay. Rose, what you got to say? Oh, she has a lot to say, because suddenly, side quests. Looks like Rolance has its problems too. Same as anywhere. The fancy dances bicker over who gets to rule while the regular people suffer for it. Makes me puke. Metaphorically, I mean. Though I reserve the right to make it literal for dramatic effect. Please don't, Rose. I don't want to have to clean that up. I wonder how we can get to Pendrago. If we go straight west through the Meadow of Triumph, we'll wind up in Perla's pasture. From there, you'll see a big castle wall to the south, and that'll be your Pendrago. It's actually pretty easy. But I don't think it'd hurt to explore a bit. It's a bit of a walk, and anyway, this is your first time in Rolance, isn't it? It's indeed. Well, for Saray anyway, for me, no. Yeah, I think it'll be nice to go and explore once we're done here in Lastonbell. Rose, anywhere you need to be? Are you kidding? I've got a list as long as my arm. Felice and Talfrin are in Lastonbell to start. I'd love to catch up with them and move. Bleh. I'd love to catch up with them and find out how our move went. You think we've got time? Oh yeah, we've got time to do that. Yeah, that's fine. I guess. Sorry, let me try again. I guess I can't go wrong with buying the map. Ask yourself this, Saray. How many adventurers go without a good map in their pocket? That's right, none. They all got lost and died. Don't be them. I've been buying the maps. It's fine. The turtles aren't going out of business anytime soon. I wonder how we can get Lastonbell's blessing back. I should have known you'd be thinking about that. It's a big town, and you hear all kinds of nasty rumors. Well, I don't know what to do about the blessing, but it couldn't hurt to poke around a bit for any news on any strange events and the like. After all, if there's one thing life's taught me, it's that anything's really messed up about the world has got Hellions and Seraphim behind it. I got that mixed up, but who cares? I tried my best. Right, let's go this way.
I can tell this is gonna be trouble.
But at least it's getting us inside the Shrine Church.
Right. While we're at it, we can probably tell the higher-ups in Rolance our side of the story.
Though something tells me those higher-ups are going to be the real problem.
Yeah, that might be true. Right, let's see what this Seraph has to say. Oh, so you're the shepherd, are you? I'm sorry to be impolite, young man, but I have a favour to ask you. The Seraph Syndra, who was the lord of the land for this town, ran away the other day. I'd be so grateful if you'd look for her for me. I'd do it myself, only there's so many Hellions about these days. She said she was going to the lake. I think she must have meant the subterranean lake, in the Cambrian Caverns. It doesn't have to be immediately, just whenever you have the time. I'd be so thankful.
It seems like the Guardian Seraph became a Hellion.
But why would it just up and leave like that?
It's a good question, Mickley. I guess we'll find out once we go and talk to her about it. And now we have a new conversation as well. An underground lake, huh? Well, you know the missing Seraph said she was going to visit a lake. That's about the only lead we got going for us. Why don't we head over there and take a look? To Cambrian Caverns, I mean. Probably a good idea. But first, let's get at the save point. Knights versus Church.
Looks like the Church and the Knights of Rolance really are at odds.
And here I thought they were both supposed to protect the people.
Herd mentality always prevails when people sort themselves into groups, no matter the situation. It can be helpful in lending authority to institutions that wouldn't otherwise command it, but more often than not, it generates malevolence, leading to great conflict.
Like wars, you mean?
Yes, in the most extreme cases. Even the conflict between the Knights and the Church could be considered a war, if on a much smaller scale.
War is the people's history. I read that in a book once, and I think I get it now.
Would it be better for me not to get involved?
What do you think?
I want to know. Even if the reality is bleak, it is still part of the world we live in.
Then let us go forth. This is your adventure.
No, it's our adventure. Mine and those who believe in me.
Oh, I love Saray. He's so pure and honest, and he just wants to learn and to understand the world better and to make it a better place. And the fact that the world that they live in is such an awful place is a sad thing, but at least Saray has the initiative and the urge to want to make it better. And I love that about him. Anyway, let's have a more cheerful, hopefully, skit. Dezel and the dogs.
I don't think any dogs have barked at me for a while now.
There's the reason why.
Is that Dezel? Looks like the dogs are flocking to him.
What? You want something?
No, I'm just a little surprised. You're okay with dogs?
Of course I am. Dogs are silent partners. You haven't given them enough of a chance to know better.
But dogs do bark.
They only bark because they can sense your anxiety and aren't sure where it's coming from.
In other words, it's because you're afraid of them in the first place.
Well, I'd argue that they bark at me first.
Well, I mean, they're probably wondering why you're so afraid of them, to be honest. Trust dogs, they're good. All dogs are good dogs. Anyway, you can do a lot with one stone.
It's so hot again.
It truly is. I think I'm gonna get sunburned. Edna, do you use your umbrella for protection from the sun?
As you can see.
Do Seraphim get sunburned too? I guess it makes sense since Edna has really fair skin.
Edna's umbrella can be used to avoid the sunlight as well as rain. It can even be used to push back the Hellions.
Oh wow! So it's like killing 3 birds with 1 stone!
Not quite. It's also her signature item, so it's more like killing 4 birds with 1 stone.
If that's true, then really it's like killing 5 birds with 1 stone since she has a cute mascot character attached to it.
And it's also something she can change depending on her mood, so that's actually 6.
I'm like Cinderella with an umbrella.
I must say, that was a good one.
Not to mention a lot of dead birds with 1 stone.
Yep, that's a lot of dead birds with 1 stone. Oh my goodness. Lots of killing birds today. Right. Do we have anything else to do here? I think we can go and sleep at the inn. And then once we've done that, it might be time just to head out of Lastonbell. Towards the speech bubble, but that's on the way out anyway. So yeah, let's see if there's going to be anything at the inn. Yeah, give me steak.
This town's just bursting with sinister rumors, isn't it?
Yeah. No wonder they call it the Age of Chaos.
And a lot of them sure sound like the work of Hellions.
If you're interested, why don't we investigate?
But we have someplace to be already.
Taking a little side trek isn't gonna kill us. It's not like we promised a specific time frame or anything.
I'm with Rose.
Me too. It's a good opportunity. Why squander it?
Fair point. All right, let's do it. No regrets.
Except the regret of getting involved.
I've just realised how seamlessly they managed to close that hole of why we didn't have side quests when we had Alicia in the party, but we do know that we have Rose in the party. Because Saray and Alicia are... Is that Elixir? Anyway. Yeah, Saray and Alicia are both the type of people who are very... what's the word? Duty-oriented. If they have a purpose or a cause that they're working towards, they don't like to get sidetracked doing things that aren't going to be useful towards their goal. So like the only side quest that we were kind of half working on when we had Alicia in the party, and more when she left the party, was the Irish Gem quest, where we got a couple when we were in Marland. And you know, because that teaches us about the history of the world and about Hellions and Malevolence and stuff, so it actually kind of goes towards the whole Shepherd quest thing as well, so that ties in directly with Saray's goal, and that's why he probably thought it was alright to do that. But we didn't have any other side quests back then, because Saray didn't want to get sidetracked from his main goal. And now that we're here in Lastonbell with that skit, and he's going, oh, it's probably, you know, we should probably just leave it. We've got somewhere that we need to be, you know, to get towards our mission and things. We need to help these people. And Rose is there to say, yo, chill. You can take some time just to go and investigate things that you want to investigate. Why not, you know, feed your curiosity a little bit? And I'm glad that the others agreed with her as well. That's just really interesting. I hadn't realised that before. Anyway, we have Skit here at the save point. It takes some getting used to.
So, do you think Rose has gotten used to us being around yet?
Yeah, I feel like she mostly has. She may be a big old scaredy cat, but she's pretty adaptable.
I'm not so sure. That fear of hers may run deeper than it looks. Remember, it was powerful enough to suppress even her prodigious resonance.
With the help of someone we know.
I don't have to apologize for anything.
But even so, Rose tagged along of her own volition. I'm sure she'll be just fine.
I want to believe she will. Human compatriots like Rose are one in a million.
In more ways than one.
Yeah, in more ways than one.
What's so funny?
I was just thinking, maybe we're the ones getting used to Rose and not the other way around.
Very likely.
You're talking to Lila and the others while they're invisible again, aren't you? Creepalicious!
Guess she's still got a ways to go.
It just takes time and patience.
Oh, she'll get used to it eventually, hopefully. Be a bit weird if it's like the final battle and she's like, oh no, the Seraphim are back! Anyway, I'll see if there's any more skits here at the end.
There's something I want to tell you, since you've acquired the power to armatize.
Yeah?
Hidden arts are stronger than martial arts. Seraphic arts are stronger than hidden arts. And martial arts are stronger than seraphic arts. That's the basics. But we can only use martial arts and seraphic arts, which means that Seraphim aren't able to accommodate all types of enemies. You guys can use martial arts and hidden arts on your own. And during armatization, you can use hidden arts and seraphic arts.
Human, Seraphim, and armatization. So we can compensate for each of the 3 different types depending on how we use them.
Yeah. For example, for enemies that don't use any seraphic arts, it would be more advantageous if you armatize. Of course, you may encounter enemies which can be taken down more easily when you are not armatized as well. It just means that the armatization isn't all powerful.
Right.
There's the advantage of being able to concentrate 2 powers into one. But there's also a disadvantage to that as well. Assess your situation at all times. But the worst situation you can get yourself in is getting in a pinch from overthinking things. You gotta find your own balance out there.
I'll take things one step at a time. Thanks, Dezel.
Oh, it's nice for Dezel to be offering some friendly advice. He may be a stoic person, but he still cares enough to be speaking about that kind of thing at least. Is there another one maybe? No? Okay. I I think that should be all of the inskits here then. Right. Okay. Let's head out of Lastonbell. To the west. Oh dear. Oh, for God's sake, Saray, you're back on the black stuff again. Man, I thought you were getting better. I'm disappointed. Gooey stuff, black stuff, doesn't matter what, you're just not doing it. Terrible. Can't believe this.
So, how's it looking for the new hideout?
We're still looking into it. Mallory, the Patinal Forest, seems like it'd be an ideal place, though.
Perfect timing! We wanted to ask you about something, boss.
I figured you'd need me to come along.
It's not about the hideout. It's about our job as the Sparrow Feathers.
We can't decide on which product to purchase. Mabo buns or curry buns? Which do you like?
Mabo curry buns!
Isn't that just your personal preference?
Nope, it's a rational decision I'm making as the boss of the Sparrow Feathers. This is just what the world needs! The sheer deliciousness that only this combination can bring!
Sounds kinda subjective to me.
Fine, we'll go with that. You guys do all kinds of stuff.
That about sums up what we do. And we don't do jobs just for money.
I see.
That's why we make our actual living as merchants.
Well, mostly Agil does.
I'm the one who gives the okay on bringing out new products.
Alright, we'll be going back now.
Boss, try and drop by the Forest of Mallory if you can. Everyone's already gone there.
Will do. Take care, y'all!
Looks like we have a new side quest! Have you got anything to say about it, Rose? You'll be wanting to inspect the hideout site, right? Yeah, that'd be good. I'm pretty particular when it comes to our hideouts. I hate to ask, but do you mind tagging along? They're north looking into a spot... Oh, sorry. They're looking into a spot in Mallory, the Patinal Forest. It's north of the Meadow of Triumph. Okay, we'll head that way. Finally, leaving Lastonbell and heading out. Woo! New area of the game! This is the Meadow of Triumph. And at the saves point, we have a skit. The actuality.
Lastonbell didn't have a Lord of the Land either.
We did see a couple of Seraphim, but it didn't look like they were living together.
I can't see them, but they've been here the whole time. To think that it's always been like that is just... so friggin' scary!
But in the past, Seraphim were revered.
And in return, Seraphim gave the people their blessing.
That's how it was in the era of coexistence?
Yep.
But the humans came to only believe in things that they could see.
That can't be helped. There's barely anyone who could see Seraphim like Saray and Rose.
It's scary that there are people around you that you can't see, but at the same time, it's sad. It's sad that they can't be noticed even though they're there.
I wish everyone thought the same way you did, Rose.
And another skit, Grumpy Dazzle.
Do you want something?
Hey, you.
My name is Rose.
I know.
Then call me by my name.
Hey, Rose.
That's better. What do you want?
Quit doing stuff like that.
Stuff like what?
Riding on the shepherd's back like that.
Huh? Did you see that?
By chance.
Gah, that's why Seraphim freak me out sometimes.
It's careless to entrust your body to someone like that.
But that was part of the plan! To catch them off guard and then mow them down!
That's not something an adolescent girl should do.
Mowing people down?
Riding around on someone's back.
There's something wrong with a girl being carried on someone's back?
It's careless of you!
I told you it was part of the plan!
I give up.
I don't get it.
Oh, Dazzle, he's just a bit overprotective of Rose. Just a bit. Oh. But Rose is strong enough to be able to put her foot down. And that's why they get into arguments, and I love it.
Niglio, look! It's just like what was in the Celestial Records!
It's the Leaning Tower. I didn't know that it would be this big.
Actually, there are several. They're like all over the place. Oh!
We can't afford.
A boar! Oh no. A boar hellion. Seems a lot fiercer than the prickle boars in Elysia. Its charging attacks do considerable damage if they hit you. Charge, charge, charge. Must be nice having the same reaction to everything in life. Oh, strategy? I mean, isn't it obvious?
We're to hold back. Let's do this. Yeah! Blade bang!
I didn't realize I was playing a story for a second there. Okay, can you not?
Dragon bang! Tiger blade!
Okay. Give me Lila.
Molten wall! Purgatory of flame! Right! Rate of fire! Ocean space! Endurance up! Breakthrough! Scorch power! Pillars of flame! Rate of...
You know, you're pretty mature, Rose.
Coming from you, I'm not sure how to take that.
What now, Edna?
And you're such a kid.
Okay. Right. Let's head this way. This way. Or we could go that way. Oh. Let's go this way. We'll do a little bit of exploring today, and then we'll do some more exploring next time. Because this is the beginning of the fields that are very vast. Look at that. That's pretty big. Although there are larger fields yet to come. Treasure chest, treasure chest. What's inside? It's a floric sword. Actually, is that better than my sword? Wow, it brings up my physical by 1. I mean, I've got some really nice skills on that one, so yeah, let's not. I'm starting to focus more on the skills on the weapons rather than the parameters of the weapons themselves. Like, that one wasn't going to give me that much of a boost, so I could probably do better. Oh, look, a herb. Herby, herby, herb. What kind of herb is this herb?
I just followed the recipe. Should be fine.
Thank you, Dazzle. Saffron, sweet. Add a Norman gain. Right, okay, so this calls for a Micleo. Yeah, let's check out this one. Okay. We're really getting there with the Norman. Actually, here's something that I haven't showed you yet. We actually have a little records book where it tells you a bunch of different records within this save game. So my total playtime on this one is 18 hours, which is a while. But that's just recording episodes, so, you know. Apparently I've spent 1 hour and 48 minutes in menus, wow. I've had 151 encounters because I keep neglecting encounters. So yeah, it shows you a lot of different things. Apparently I've got 11 Norman. Yeah. It gives you a hell of a lot of different information. You can pause and have a look if you like, especially at the information that's coming up at the bottom in the box, because that stuff's really useful. 28 amortizations for water and fire, and then like 9 and 5 for earth and wind. Wow. Why am I not surprised though? It's the same way on my normal save file. Like if you go to the one that's been like 5 games carried over, my water amortization statistic is like over twice as much as my fire amortization one, and then there's a lot less for wind and earth as well.
Why
so
does it smell like that?
yeah, there we go, there's Rose showing her true colours in the culinary arts. God damn it, Rose. Actually, I'm changing out my party for a bit. I'm gonna have Lila and Dazzle in the party and Micleo up here. There we go. And I'm going to play as Saray for a little while. I might change it, I might not. But first, I'm going to go and fight this. Ha! Right, okay, a Brutor. A boar-type hellion. More ferocious than the last one. We need to be careful of its attacks, but it's no more complex than before, I don't think.
Like the boar, this hellion does a headlong
rush attack.
At you, Brutor?
Haha, history jokes.
Molten Wall! Pillars of Flame! Get lost! Molten Wall! Lord of Wind!
Ow.
Blood Moon! Molten Wall! Purgatory of Flame!
As you saw, I tried to set it on fire before it came and attacked me on the map, and that actually inflicted one of them with burn. Or is it more than one? I'm not sure. Because doing that when it's weak to the element that you hit it with actually gives you an advantage in battle, and takes up a bit of HP. And I've spent a lot of time fighting here, so I remember what most things are weak to. Right.
Well, that's a wrap.
Yay! See, the actual battles on the field aren't difficult, it's just the boss battles that I've been having difficulty with. Oh, Herb, I see you, Herb. I'm coming for you, Herb. Ah! Oh, it's raining. Yay. Oh dear, I'm
Here
gonna
they
get caught.
are.
Thank you for cheesecake!
Great, it's raining. This sucks.
Not for me. It's nice and dry inside Saray.
That is whole new levels of creepy. Damn it! Why can't I be a dumb dry ghost too?
That conversation gives me life, honestly. I had to run away from the goblin that I wanted to fight, though. Ugh. Thanks, Rose. Oh! Actually, here's an interesting thing. While we're doing this little exploration stuff, I'm gonna show you a secret. This is something that sometimes people find when they're running around. I think I found it when I was running around the first time, and it's a little bit startling the first time you see it, but here we go. Let's enter this new field and see what's through here. Oh! Oh darn! What's with all this malevolence? I wonder what could be. Heldolf! Yeah, he shows up when you're sleeping, he knows when you're awake. I'm gonna leave the area and then I'll explain. There we go. Basically, Heldolf, the Lord of Calamity, likes to show up in fields to stop you from going through them. While you are in that field with Heldolf's domain over you, you don't have your Seraphim in your party. In battles, you are inflicted with Curse, which is a combination of every single status inflailment in the game. And when you're actually running around, you're really slow, and you can fight Heldolf. If you walk up to him, it will start a fight. But you'll have the curse on you, and you won't have your Seraphim, and you will very much likely die. So, it's fun! People have been known to walk through, to wade through all of that malevolence to get, like, items and things, but I ain't bothered to do that even though I saw a nice red herb. You know, I ain't bothered. Instead, I'm gonna continue my exploring. But yeah, I thought it was just a fun little Easter egg, I guess. Not so fun for anyone who wants to try and get further in the game. Oh, looks like we can't get through this way. What's up? We've had reports that a violent criminal is hiding in the vicinity. Until the search is complete, the area is off limits to the general public. Oh, okay. Well, that sucks. So, where are we supposed to find those caverns? Well, caverns mean caves, right? Around here, I'd say the most likely spot would be somewhere south of the Meadow of Triumph. The area the knights were blocking off looks particularly promising. Why do you say we come back here a little later? Blah. Yeah, that's Cambria Caverns over there. We can't get through it at the moment. We'll go later. It's fine. Oh look, goats! These ones are fluffy. Man, compare these to the Highland goats, wow. Here we go, goats of the cliff and steppe.
What a fluffy puffy goat!
A fluffagoat, you might say.
This is a goat? They don't look anything like the ones in Elysia.
Don't they eat paper?
Knock it off. You shouldn't give them man-made items.
I'm sorry. You're quite right.
You're very kind when it comes to animals.
It's more that you folks are too rough with them.
We'll leave it at that.
So, Dezel, would these be cliff-dwelling goats?
Yeah. They usually live their lives on the cliffs and go down to the grasslands only to eat. They even sleep on the cliffs.
On the cliffs? That's gotta be brutal.
Sounds quite uncomfortable indeed.
From our point of view, maybe. But to them, it might be the best thing in the world.
It's true that they probably have fewer predators to worry about that way.
What strangers feel as happiness is beyond our ken. Is that the sort of thing you're getting at?
Pretty much.
Are you talking from experience?
Interpret as you may.
Yeah, I think he cares. Oh dear.
Stand! When it's go time, we go all the way!
Overdo it and you'll just exhaust yourself, Saray.
All things in moderation, as they say.
Yay! Okay. Let's go and grab this treasure chest over here, see what's hidden inside. Ooh, gold, nice. I will never say no to a little bit more cash in the wallet. Please pay off my student loans. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to try to avoid the Hellions now. I'll fight the newer ones in the next episode because I think we're starting to run a tiny bit over. I'm just going to head to the save point over here so that I can save and quit. Okay, so yeah, we're going to end the episode off here. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you had a good time watching. Please let me know in the comments what you think of this episode. Seeing your reactions and things would make me really happy. But for now, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great day or night. So yeah, for now, I'll see you next time.
Dragon Swarm!
That version of Dragon Swarm is awful.
Tornado Drive!
You and Flynn and all the other knights need to get on Yuri's level.